Hello everybody, and as you can tell, yeah, this was pretty much the last of the share play folder like I made. I'm not going to try and do this again unless I know for sure something's going to take less than 15 minutes to ever do again. But I think this was a rather successful experiment considering. So we started about 5 minutes late. Really all you missed was us going, oh god, where's he at? Because we ran around for a good while before we actually found the jerk. So Wrathalos. Generally, a lot of people recommend that you use a ranged weapon for this fight because a lot of the time he flies up into the air, but there are workarounds around it if you know what you're doing or your teammates know what they're doing. Of course, you know, it's I always had a bit of trouble with Wrathalos ever since, well, 3 Ultimates. I've always had a little bit of trouble with him. Then again, Wrathalos was like a high-rank hunt back then. Wait, no, was he in the low-rank volcano area, or was he only in the high-rank volcano area? I don't remember, but I remember him explicitly, because I didn't do very well. Most of the time. I got it good eventually, but, you know, that practice, she ain't coming back in, like, the whole 5 times I ever fought it, yet. But yeah, he moves around a load, and I'm guessing because, well, he's on the ground, so because he's not supposed to be on the ground, he just kind of rolls around in a circle. That was a really well-placed trap. Maybe not optimally timed for everybody who was, you know, way back there because I was incompetent, but it was... Hey, I'm not going to ever argue with a crowd control. Right in the wing. You thought I missed, didn't you? No, I didn't miss. You missed. When you use a Greatsword, not me. No, I never miss. You're crazy if you think I miss. You might be wondering, what in the hell are you doing? The thing's down, just take a swing. I don't know what I was doing, honestly. I think I was just getting prepared for whenever it woke up. So, because it would probably roar. I mean, that's kind of a happy accident, but not really. Right when you get ready to load the true charge. That's when he rolls away and gets his tail cut. I was like, damn it, the tail's off, that's good, but... Really wish it wouldn't have been right there, you know? And that's why I put that shit on right there. I think I missed him, but I was trying to aim for his head. I thought he'd back up a little bit, but that one didn't really work out so well. I almost fell off the friggin' platform. Would have taken like 2 minutes to get back up there. Now this is where, well, you can see, if I'm by myself, I would probably just go, yep, and just kind of stand here. I was waiting, I was like, if they're going to knock him down, I want to be right underneath him. But yeah, if you either do a flashbang or whatever they're qualified as in this, I don't exactly remember. As long as you do that, yeah, that, I was aiming for the wing there, but the jerk just kind of raised his wing at the last moment. By the way, if you didn't know, you can actually knock a monster out with a tackle if you hit it in the head. Like you can with a lot of other... weapons that are, I don't want to say the blunt weapons, but I don't remember what the strike weapons I think they're called, or something like that. If you also use one of the other attacks with the Greatsword, you can also do that as well. It's where you do your regular triangle, and I think if you don't hit forward and just hit triangle again, it does a little slap like it did in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. That used to be standard, but, well, nowadays you don't really ever use it. Well, I never use it. Maybe better Greatsword users use it. I don't use it. And now the hardest part of any hunt involving Wrathalos. The finding the darn thing again. Because he just flies all over and I have trouble with finding out where the hell I'm going anyway. You'll notice that I'm like, well, I guess I'll just like use the thingies to get there. Because I don't know where the hell he's going. He's just flying around a circle. Last I saw, oh, now he's over there. Guess I'll go over here then. Don't make the mistake I did when I first got into Monster Hunter World, like in the first beta. Don't try and just run everywhere. It takes fragging forever. You want to try to cut down travel time however you can by using the, you know, the fast travel system that's already in place. This is common sense. A lot of people probably go, I know that already, don't tell me that. Well, I'm just saying, I've been known to make that mistake, so... I'm not insulting. If you think I'm insulting those people, I'm insulting myself. Yeah, you do that a lot. Well, not toward other people generally. Well, yep. Welcome to Monster Hunter, man. Except in the olden days, it didn't take near so long to catch up to things that ran away, unless you were like in... Well, I'm trying to think. I guess fighting, oh crap, what was that thing called? I remember that thing, but I can't remember the name of it. Oh, man, oh, I don't even know why that thing has poison, but I guess it's because he has bad things on his nails. Because I don't think a normal big fire-breathing thing normally has poison, generally speaking, in, you know, fantasy, but maybe this one just bucks the trend. I was hoping for him to, well, that's not what I was hoping for, but that was actually pretty cool, because we gotta do this. I think I missed, funny enough, by jumping too far. Oh, no, I guess I didn't. One thing I've learned with the Greatsword is when you do your little jump attack or when you're sliding and all that, it charges really, really, really fast compared to regular charges. And you don't want to overcap on your charges on that because it does less damage. So you actually really, like, even if the swing is nowhere near the thing, if you release it, it will swing and you'll still hit the thing, but you'll get the extra damage. It's a little wonky compared to the rest of, you know, Greatsword, but that is a way to maximize damage, even the tiniest bit, and, you know, they all add up over the course of a long fight, so. At least I think that's the way it works. I'd have to spend thousands of hours to figure out if it actually works. So yeah, again, welcome to the longest part of actually hunting a freaking Wrathalos. If we hadn't had all these flashbangs, I wouldn't have gotten near so many hits as we did, or as I did, rather. Because obviously I can't hit things like way up in the air with a 6-foot sword. It just doesn't work that way. If you're wondering, were we in like voice communication because you two did that in like sync? No, I just made a wild guess as to where the hell I should go, and then these things started lying to me, and I do have I mean, I know why they did, because he's flying around and trying to compute the shortest route there. But when it just goes back and forth like that, it kind of gets a little annoying for a person like me who really relies on them telling me where to go. But I guess that's the risk of relying on those thingies, I forget what they're called, the scout flies or whatever, because, you know, if something flies or has high mobility, it's kind of fussy, really. I don't remember what I did here. I like to hope I didn't just, I was going to say, I like to hope I didn't just start swinging, but I wouldn't put it past me. I don't even know what the hell happened there, but I was trying to find my bombs, and it didn't really give me opportunity to do so. I think it hurt him stomping around, not that he was doing it intentionally. I'm not trying to frame it as that, but I think it hurt him walking around, and it moved, and it kind of set the whole thing up. Again, good idea, just really poor timing, because I didn't want to sit there with a bunch of poison on me. But I guess I don't get a complaint, because I'm not doing any of the stunning, so I guess I just gotta take what I get and say thank you, sir, for doing it. Hey, I try and be reasonable, okay? I don't get mad at people for trying to do crowd control, because I'm not willing to do it. That's the rule. If you're not willing to do it, you don't get a bitch about it. It goes for most things in life. If you're not willing to do it, don't complain about it. At least how I grew up, that's what I was taught. If you're not willing to do anything, don't complain about it. But then again, maybe my parents were weird. I don't know. But we're getting off topic now. Getting, you know, into the good stuff. I really should have aimed at the tail, but I was afraid he was going to stand up and I'd miss the tail. I wasn't sure how long he stayed there. Another big thing of Greatswords is you always want to aim at a good spot to hit. Meaning, you want to hit with orange numbers. You don't want to hit those yellow numbers. Because I think the orange numbers give you a multiplier of 2, it seems like. Maybe 2.5. I'm not exactly sure on the numbers, but it does... It's a sizable boost. Like, that was 100, what, damage? That'd probably been like 130, 140 if I hit a good area. I'm gonna dive into that fireball. Don't ask me why. Because I thought he was aiming at me, I guess. I don't know. Oh, I actually managed to hit the tail there. I'm actually quite surprised I didn't try and take for another swing there, but I guess I was thinking he's going to do that, so I actually recognized it for once. It's not uncommon for me to recognize things with Wrathalos. Because I'm not quite used to his body language in World yet. He doesn't have the same body language that I remember, but, well, it's working pretty well. Okay, we did that in about 15 minutes. We killed Wrathalos in 15 minutes there around. A little longer, but, that's pretty good. We're not going to be able to kill the other thing, if you're wondering. I don't remember what the hell we did after this, but... Yeah, we killed Wrathalos as well. We killed everything in the beta in multiplayer. 3 hunters. So, I think... Did we... I don't know if we killed everything. I think we did. I was trying to think about all those optional things in, like... The Wildspire ramp... I just want to call it ramparts. It's not rampers. Is it? No, I'm thinking of the title is Wildspire Rampage. I always get those confused. I have no idea why. But yeah, we might have missed one of those optional things. We killed the one with the rock. We killed the puke. We killed the fishy thing, the eel. Yeah, trying to think of anything else we might have missed. Because my goal was to kill everything in the beta in multiplayer, at least once. That was my whole goal in this whole thing. Solo is actually a little easier because they have a lot less health. Of course, if you can't dodge where the dam is going to be more difficult because you have nobody, being a tank on the other end of the thing. But generally speaking, I would consider 3-man, like, I don't know, 2-man is kind of, I'm not going to say impossible because I doubt it is impossible, but it's a hell of a lot harder. 3 is like that sweet spot. I'd imagine with 4 hunters, things start to get a little silly easy-wise, where 3 is just like that sweet spot is difficulty versus, like, yeah, I don't know. I guess that's just my opinion. That's just like my opinion, man. So yeah, it comes out technically tomorrow because it's technically the 27th right now as I'm speaking here. It's technically 4 in the morning, but yeah, it comes out tomorrow, and I won't be able to play it until tomorrow night because of frickin' UPS or probably Fed. Actually, I don't know who's going to be delivering that, but I ordered the physical copy because my hard drive, she's a little full right now. I wish I got the digital, because then I could have played it right when it came out, but, yeah. It's worth the inconvenience, not having to delete things off my PS4 that I don't want deleted, I suppose. Don't ask me where I'm going. He's following me. Poor bastard. If you find yourself following me as the where to go, you know you don't know where to go. Like, that should be a last resort if you're following me. I get lost sometimes going in my own hometown trying to find places. I wish I was exaggerating when I say this crap. I'm not exaggerating when I say this. Oh, this is the Puke. We killed him, I think, off camera, but I know we killed him at least 3 times. I am very surprised that managed to hit. I don't think that actually did. Oh, excuse me. But yeah. Puke, I never had a problem with it. Like, at all. I mean, the times we fought him, he never really does anything. And the times he does, he just kind of misses like an ass, like that. Well, I guess he does that. But to be fair, I think I should have been able to hit him before he did that. Can't tell what I'm aiming at, but I'm hitting his head at that. No. Now, one thing I will say, if you're a solo player and you manage to kill more than a couple things at once, that's an accomplishment, which I think Glasgow did that quite a few times on his channel. I saw a couple. It was like a triple kill. I assume that means he killed more than one monster. I don't know what that means, but again, I'm not really much of a solo Monster Hunter player. I've done it, but the main appeal of Monster Hunter to me is multiplayer, so I'm going to be trying to play multiplayer not as soon as it comes out. I'll probably do like some introductory stuff and not have to try and not have to try and summon for that, but if you're going to ask me what in the hell I was aiming at, you're going to be waiting for an answer because I don't even know what the hell I was trying. I think I thought he was going to jump around and go back there, but that was a prediction. I just kind of looked like an idiot. You remember those true charges I told you about where I either looked like the hero or the idiot? Well, that was the latter. Here, I was trying for the headshot, and I think I only got him in the nether regions. At least I think that's where it hit him. I couldn't quite tell. I got an affinity crit, though. That was pretty cool. I think affinity goes by percentage of the weapon damage, so I would imagine if it's anything like the previous games, Greatsword is going to benefit greatly from it. I noticed that the dual swords also do really well with it, because I know Glasgow uses it, because you just saw the little shing of his little blades there, but I mean, you get more opportunities to crit with those, whereas I guess with the Greatsword, it's more of a big number, man, when you do crit. I prefer the big numbers. I've always been a crit guy, like the big number guy in games. But yeah, that was Wrathalos with the Greatsword. Not the best gameplay, but hey, I'm proud that we got it killed in the beta before it was ended. I think this was quite literally the day before it ended, for anybody wondering. So yep, that is about it for today, folks. Tomorrow, I'm not sure what I'm going to do, since Monster Hunter is coming out tomorrow. I would like to have a Monster Hunter video out by tomorrow, but that's just not going to happen with the way that this is going to my schedule. But tomorrow is going to be Dark Souls 3, because I already said that. because I don't want to give up on that series, and that's what's going to be, because after that, every Thursday and Saturday is going to be Monster Hunter World. So Saturday is the beginning of the Let's Play at Monster Hunter World. So if you're interested, I would highly appreciate you coming back, and that's the plan. So farewell until whenever I see you next. Until then.